Well, hello there and good morning, kids. Today is Monday, April 27th. I know Mondays it's something that you don't like, but this Monday it's going to be quite easy for you. It's going to be quite relaxed, quite calm, so don't worry about it. Um, but first things first, what's up? I hope you're doing okay. I hope you're doing fine. Please, before we start, these weeks that are coming, these weeks that are happening, they are the most complicated ones for the time that we are living right now. This thing about COVID-19. Sorry about the music. You know, cars pass by with horrible musical taste. But okay. Um, Point is, these weeks that are passing, these weeks that are happening right now, they're the most complicated ones. Please stay home. Please stay safe. Wash your hands. I already taught you how to do it in school. Please don't go out unless it's necessary. Uh, when we go back to school, I want to see all of you. I want to know that your family is okay. I want to know that everyone is fine. So please take care of yourselves, okay? This is going to be real complicated, but we can get through it together, okay? Together we can flatten the curve. Now let's go down to business. Something different, something really more relaxed, okay? The work for today, it's going to be think tank and language. Yes, I know you don't like both. You don't like think tank, you don't like language. But come on, you're gonna have the easiest thing to do today. It's going to be only 2 pages and an extra word. Don't worry, the extra work is not that complicated. So let's get down to business, okay? Let's go real fast, real fast. Let me share my screen with you. Just give me 1 second. And there we go. Perfect. For think tank, that is the first thing that we're going to do. It's going to be page 168. That's the only page we're going to be doing, okay? Page 168. If you don't remember what is it about, it's about taking risk. Remember, a risk is something that could have a bad outcome, a bad ending, okay? So, well, not necessarily a bad ending, but an unexpected ending, an unexpected outcome, okay? Um, could be good, could be bad. Taking risk, you don't know what's going to happen. What you can be sure about is that in the end, what you're going to get is experience. And that experience, no matter what happens, no one is going to be able to take it away from you. Okay? Experience is what makes you who you are and who you'll be in the future. Okay, so make sure to take risk, but also take into consideration that every risk has a good or a bad outcome, and you have to um, take it, accept it, and deal with it. Now, let's see the activity in here. Uh, Jackie arrives at school late, like some of you do at times. She walks into her classroom and is surprised by what she sees. What risk does Jackie see in her classroom? Just look at the image. This little girl over here, she's just writing maybe something from the class. Good. This little boy over here is chewing something in class, and it's not snack time. And he's throwing the trash. Look at the trash can. It's full of trash. You know what I do when my trash can is full of trash. I take it out and put it in a big trash can so we don't have it there. Look at here, the glue. Look at the desk full of glue, the wall. Yeah. The bookcase. The books are falling down. It is broken. Oh, not good. This other kid over here. Copying. Not good. And this other one, she's like, what are you doing? So are there risks in here? Yes, there are risks. You need to what I need you to do right here in this image is circle the risk that Jackie is able to see and the ones that you obviously are seeing. Okay, I need you to circle them, circle the risk that you see, and then you have to understand that a risk is something bad. It's something that could have a bad. I already gave you part of the answer, so I mean, come on. Okay, And like I told you, circle the risk in the picture. That's pretty much it. Then in here, list the risk shown in the picture. What could be the outcome of those risks? I don't know, you're gonna write in here, for example, throwing the trash out of the trash can. What is the outcome? Maybe someone can slip and fall into the ground and have a bad injury. That's an example. No, don't write that example. You have to write your own. Come on, you can do it. You're sixth grade. These kind of activities, they're easy, they're not complicated for you. I know most of you are gonna have it without problems. You remember, if you have any problems or doubts, you can always get into the chat in Algebraics Mondays and Wednesdays from 11 to 11:30, and I'll be there to answer your doubts. Or if not, just send a message and I'll answer it right away. Okay, that's the work for today of Think Tank. Complicated? Of course not. Let's go to language. Whoop, language. The page for language is page 76. Yes, page 76. Sorry, I was looking, just making sure that is the correct page. Page 76, and it's homonyms. You're gonna be like, oh, we already saw homophones. No, it's different. Homonyms are different from homophones. Why? It says here, homonyms are words that are pronounced the same and spelled the same, but they have different meanings. What does it mean? They sound the same, they are written the same way, but they have a different meaning. Example, I said the right answer, so I earn an extra point. That sounds like many of you, that sounds like Isra, that sounds like Anna, that sounds like many of you. That sounds like a Valerie, that sounds like an Isabella, that you're always, oh, how am I going to get an extra point? Yes, of course, if you work properly and if you do the things right. Having clean water is a human right. That sounds like the things that Raimi and Michelle and Sophie were doing, you know, the rights of no contamination and all that stuff, and the campaign that they had of the bottles. But it has a different meaning, this right answer and human right. One thing is correct and the other meaning is a privilege, something that not everyone has. Turn right and then go straight when you're given a direction. So as you can see, it is written the same, it is pronounced the same, but it has a different meaning. That is a homonym, okay? Now, the exercise in here, it says you have 4 images, and then you have the sentence, and it says, most tree trunks are covered in a bark. This is the bark. My favorite season is fall. It's my favorite too. You already know I love Day of the Dead and Halloween. I had to duck to avoid getting hit. Ooh, duck it. Okay, a bat swooped across the sky. Now, what you have to do here, in here, this blank space where you have the same words, give me one moment, because the tortillas are passing by. One second. There we go. Perfect. Let's continue. Sorry about that. I cannot control it. In here, what you have to do is you have to draw another meaning for the word. They already gave you the meaning of bark in here. The tree trunks are covered in bark. And then you have to draw another meaning for bark. We already know the exact thing you're going to draw, most likely. And then what you have to do is down here, you have 4 more spaces, lines. What you have to do is write how you're going to use that meaning that you draw in a sentence. For example, if the word is going to be bad and you draw Batman, then you're going to draw in here. Batman is a superhero that blah, 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 whatever you want. Obviously, the sentence is not correct because it's the same meaning. You're having the same meaning of bat, an animal. And Batman is a superhero based in the animal, so it doesn't have a different meaning. It's not a homonym. you would have to use another word that has a different meaning, okay? But the idea is you draw in the rectangles in here, and then you write the sentences in here according to what you drew in the rectangle, okay? Good. Now, this is all the work also for language. As you can see, it's quite easy. The work for language and think tank, without problems, you can do it. But what I want you to do, the extractivity, what I want you to do is the following. You're going to draw a little comic. I don't want a big one. I want one page only. One page only. You choose. It has to be between 5 squares, 5 rectangles where you put your drawings, and a maximum of 8. 5 to 8 rectangles in one page, and then you're going to combine both things that you saw today. You're going to combine taking risk, and you're going to combine homonyms. How? You're going to be like, oh, I don't know, I don't have imagination, I'm not good. I already know some of you are going to be like that. Don't worry. You can do it. I know all of you can do it. All of you have great abilities, so don't worry about it. For example, let's say that I'm going to draw about a superhero that always speaks with homonyms. He's going to take a risk. I don't know, my superhero is Super Chimichanga Man. Super Chimichanga Man is going to take the risk of going into a Mexican restaurant. That is a big risk for him. But he's going to speak with homonyms. For example, he's going to say, I would like some tea. And then they bring him tea to drink, and he's like, no, I was referring to the letter T. I want some T-bone. I want the meat, the T-bone. And then they're gonna be like, oh, okay. And then they bring something else, just like that. That's an example. I know it's a bit weird, you know, my mind is always like, woo! But point is, you have to do as an extra activity to, you know, gather all the things that you did today, that it's not a lot, taking a risk, homonyms, put them all together into a little comic, one page, 5 to 8 squares, no max, and then send it over. You have to send the page of think tank, the page of language, and that page of the comic. That's all the work for today. As you can see, it's not that complicated. I know you can do it. Any doubts, any problems that you have, just send me a message. Remember, I'm taking your works from 8 to 2 p.m. After 2 p.m., I check them until the next day, but I always check your works. Okay? Doubts, send me a message. And if not, get into the chat Monday and Wednesdays from 11 to 11:30. Okay? That's all for today, kids. Have a nice day. Love you, and see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.